Hi, Steve with Texas Knowhow here. I've been dealing with this Aiper pool cleaner for a few weeks now, and I wanted to weigh it off and see how well it did before I did a review. It's a pretty cool system. It's fully automated on batteries, so you don't need any kind of cords or hoses going into the pool itself. Everything collects into this bottom tray. So basically you have your bottom tray with a little scrubber here, and then you got 4 big plastic wheels and 2 inlets for debris at the bottom. This doesn't climb on the sides of the wall. I think they do have one that does. This is the 1000, I believe, and I think they have one that's a 3000, or maybe this is a 1500. I can't remember, but I think it's like the mid-base model. This is basically like your mesh screen. It's a real simple operation. You put this right here. This keeps the debris that scoops up from the bottom from filtering out. Okay, keeps everything self-contained right there. So that's the second piece. And then the third piece is basically your top part with your internal batteries. This is fully submersible, and all you have to do is basically just put it over the top, and then snap it into place like that. Okay, now it is rechargeable, so this is your charging port up here. Okay, and the upgraded model has a rubber cover for it. Okay, it doesn't matter which way you put it in. Once it goes to one side of the pool, this little fin right here will dictate when it stops, and then it'll shoot the current will shoot it back the other way. And as you have it underwater, you'll see these ports open up to shoot water out as it sucks it up from the bottom. Okay, so it works pretty well. It takes about 4 to 6 hours to charge, and I think it runs maybe about 2-3 hours. 3 hours probably max. I'm gonna time it this time to see. I've had it for close to a month now, and I used it about 3 or 4 times the first week because it was really collecting a lot of debris at the bottom, because it's winter. We're coming out of a winter, so I haven't been getting in the pool and cleaning it. But now that it's all maintained, I'm going to use it once a week, and I primarily use like after I mow the lawn. Okay, so the way you operate this is your retrieval string here. Basically, just put this into the pool. Make sure your cover's over your port, your charging port, and then there's a switch right here. You'll see it turn blue. It's a solid blue right there, and just gently bring it to the bottom. And I call him Scuba Steve. And Scuba Steve, in about 15 seconds from when you turn it on, will take off, and the blue light will start blinking, and then you know it's working. Okay, so there it goes. He started coming this way, and as you see, as he comes up the wall, he's gonna hit that way. Okay, and he's doing nothing. Hey, you saw it here first, folks. All right, there he goes. I think he had some air trapped on the bottom of him. You gotta make sure all the air is out of it. Okay, there he goes. All right, and he's zipping along. Okay, he's just cold in there. He had to get a little bit, warmed up to it. Okay, so as he hits over there to the grotto, you're gonna see that he's probably gonna take a little bit of a right, and eventually he's gonna hit one of the walls there. There's 2 settings on this. There's a 0 degree setting, so for the rectangular pools, it just goes back and forth, and for these like kidney-shaped pools or irregular shaped pools, you can put it, I think it's like 40, one at 0, and then the other one like at 40 degrees, and it really makes its way around. So I'm gonna time it now. I'm gonna see how long it goes. Before I turn the camera off, I wanna get one more shot of it zipping through. As you can see here, it's a zippy little thing, and he does collect a lot more than I anticipated he would, and so I'm pleased with that. He's really done a good job thus far. You see, he goes a little bit up the wall, and then he comes back, and watch him come over here, and we'll see him do the same thing. Here he comes, zipping along. And you want to have your filters off with this, so the current doesn't obstruct it or keep it from moving. Okay, and there it goes. And you probably can't get a good shot, but as you know, I'm seeing a few grass clippings from when I just mowed the grass recently, and I'm seeing that he's picking it up as he's going along, so that's good. And the cool thing about this is it has like the retrieval steering that floats, and so it docks when it stops, and you're able to pull it out easier. Okay, All right, well, I'll be back and I'll let you know how long it goes. Okay, we're back. So it's been 2 hours and it petered out. So let's say a 4 to 6 hour charge will give you about 2 hours. It did really well. I'm gonna pull it out. You're gonna see what was in there. But some people are asking, like, you know, how you get it out. There's that string. Usually parks off to the side somewhere. As you can see, it's kind of floating off there. So I may or may not fall in trying to get it. But I got it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. So you pull it up by the string. And before it exits the water, you want to just turn it off right here. And then pull it out all the way. Okay. And then we're going to see, you want to just take the lid off. You just pull the 2 handles off to the side. And then, there we go. There's some things in here. I do it pretty regularly. The first few times I did this thing was just packed full of just nastiness. But now, you know, it's got the grass clippings from the mowing. You got some little rocks off from the grotto. And just little odds and ends that, no, don't drink that. That makes them more curious. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and the screen, the mesh screen, and take it over and rinse it off on the hose. One of the things I like is that this stuff is not going to get caught in my main filter cartridges, so it's going to save me some time having to take everything apart over there and spray everything down. So it's just less that's going to be trapped in the main filters. Okay, so everybody has their own wants and needs when it comes to these things. This works for me. You know, this is a relatively smaller pool. So this is suitable for me, and I like the idea of being able to just drop it in and let it go and do its thing and pull it back out. So as long as the quality is there and the workmanship is there for the long term, you know, I give this a thumbs up on price and on what it does. So you make that determination if it works for you. So hopefully this was informative to you. This is Steve with Know How. I'll catch y'all later.